So the way that vertical alignment works is that when there's multiple inline or inline block elements in a row, that row has a certain height, and it's usually set to the height of the largest element. In this case, that's going to be this select box. By default, everything in that line gets aligned to the bottom of that row. However, we could use the vertical align property in order to align it to the middle or to the top of that row as well. So in this case, there's some weird spacing here. The input is dropping down underneath this, and if we inspected the select element, we'd see that for some reason it has a little bit of extra space on the bottom, outside of the actual border, and tracking down where that's coming from could be a little bit difficult, because as we look at the internal div, it shows us where the padding in the border is, and then when we look at the surrounding div, that surrounding div is actually a few pixels taller. So if our problems are down at the bottom, then we can probably solve this by vertically aligning everything to the top. So let's give that a shot. I'm going to go back to our editor, and I'm going to add some selectors for our search phrase and our submit. So again, this is search form phrase and search form submit. And I'll go to our Sass partial here. And so we'll add a selector for phrase. Again, we're using the ampersand to pull in the name of the component into the class name. And we'll add another one for submit. Now, vertical alignment has to be assigned to the element that you want to align. So we're going to set the vertical alignment to these individually. We'll set this one to top. We'll set the submit to top as well. And then finally, we'll set the select element to the top. All right, let's save this and refresh. Okay, so before we had set this to be an inline block, but we didn't carry that over from the browser. So let's adjust that here. Display inline block for our search element. We'll refresh. Okay, so now we have everything lining up at the top. So now we just need a consistent height between them.